Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Brian Galke. How you doing, Brian? And
I'm good.
Reese's 53. I got sidetracked because I left in the Lone Squad from my earlier in the day one. I didn't change it to edparcaut.com.
Hey, your mic just changed. You sound far away now.
Oh, well, I'll see if it moved. Oh, look at that. Is that better now?
Much better, because all I could hear was like something in the background.
Yeah, it is Aces 53. Sorry. It's weird because I have the new Mac that I just added, and to get it to stay on stuff, it's not staying on. It's trying to revert back to the normal stuff over here still. So
Yeah.
happens again.
Sometimes I feel like it's the different software, because like I'll log in. I was on Zoom the other day, and it would try to put me back to my regular laptop camera instead of the Avaya camera and all these other things. I'm like, it's just frustrating.
Well, it took me, Claude is such amazing. I told it, I'm having issues with connecting my Sony DSLR, and it asked me to do a couple things. Okay, well, we know it's there, and there is working. It's got to be in here. And we went in there, and guess what? There was a toggle that wasn't toggled, and I needed to toggle it, and then it was working just fine.
Then you were bueno again?
Sure. Does that mean good?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why it means bueno camino? Good camino?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say taco bueno, which is the good taco.
No, that's what the whole thing on the Camino. That's what everybody says.
Yeah. All right. So what'd you work on this weekend?
This weekend, I actually worked on my VAClaimBridge.com. I went in there and updated a bunch of stuff, and now I'm in the process of moving the databases over to a separate soup. I have it on Supabase, but I'm doing it. I'm reorganizing, because when I first did it, 8 months ago, I didn't know what I know now, and now I know how to do things better. So I worked on that, and then I worked on so I created a shop.edparcaut a while back, and I had a bunch of different t-shirts and stuff for all the different podcasts. Well, I want a store. I want my own like veterans attire, so I can buy it and wear my stuff. I'm tired of wearing other people's stuff, like this shit right here. Right. I just like what you're wearing. You're wearing, wearing, huh?
Yeah, I'm wearing somebody else's
Valhalla,
t-shirt. I agree.
Valhalla. Yeah. So I've been creating certain. So I created. So I have Parcaut Supply Company, and I was playing around with it and in AI and doing all the different things, and told it what I grew up on with military movies and everything else, and what and so it created a bunch of. The whole theme is about old school military movies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a little different. The guy that's a character. So I had this. I have many different things. And then I got a whole thing into, because most of the time, vets, we get rescue dogs, and this helps us with PTSD. And so I wanted to have a whole thing for pets on there, and I created pictures with George and Penelope in there, and Penelope's a nurse, and George is getting a shot, and he's all nervous looking. It's amazing what you can do with AI these days.
It's crazy with what you can, between everything that's out there, what you can create, what you can look. That's like somebody said the other day, AI has crossed it when it no longer says that you fix something in, what was the old software? Photoshop. They're like, ripped Photoshop, because now nobody says it anymore. They're like, oh, that's all AI generated, instead of, oh, somebody Photoshopped that in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did everything in ChatGPT and updated the stuff and created a couple different t-shirts, and they want to build out a store, because I told my VAs this is what I want to do, but I wanted to see how far I could get. And that was the whole thing. And I got to and the question really is, who do you use? Shopify, do you use GoHighLevel? Which way you're going? I had both stores, and the question is, which is the best way to, and it told me to go with GoHighLevel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just started to put one in, what do you call it? I went in, I think I told you over the weekend, I played on AI Studio, and it created a shop. And I was like, oh, well, there's a shop under my membership, because I got the free community and then the paid community. And there's a shop you can do in there, but I really need to fix it up, because it's very generic, white, plain looking, none of the brand colors or anything else. But it's interesting that it told you GoHighLevel over Shopify, because all I keep seeing is Shopify for everything.
Well, it depends on how big you're trying to do. How many products are you doing? Are you doing physical products? Are you doing digital products? Are they? Because it even told me to get away from Printful and go to Printify or something else. Check them out. But the thing about Shopify is, I guess, I don't know, maybe we can find somebody who can talk to us about it, is they charge certain things per processing unless you use their processing payment system and all these different things. So, yeah.
Well, that's an interesting one. A common theme that you read, if for any of you guys who've read like Russell Brunson, Alex Hormozi, all them, is they'll have a big one like the one who Stripe, for example, and all of a sudden they get shut down by the payment processors, but yet they're owed like 30 grand, 50 grand, stuff like that. And that's one of the things I was reading about is like, you need to have backups for your backup because you just never know when somebody's going to go, oh, we don't support that person anymore.
Yeah. So check this out. Share screen. Uh-oh. Guess what's not going to be allowed to happen for Ed today? Because you know what he never did? This is a new computer.
Yeah. Well, just do interpretive dance. You're good.
No, I had to lean over and put my fingerprint on there.
Oh.
Quit and reopen. I might go away and come right back.
Do what you got to do. I'll just talk trash while you're gone.
Keep doing
All
it.
right.
Right.
So while we're waiting for Ed to come back, what did I do this weekend is I went in, GoHighLevel has a new feature called AI Studio. I say new. It's newer. And the funny thing is, if you've ever done Replit, Lovable, anything like that, very, very similar, but can't quite do all the things that Lovable can do yet. I mean, it made a good start. It put up, I think I showed the other day. Let me see if I can pop it up here. Do I have it open? Yeah, I got it here. Okay, let me pop it in. About? I was going to show the result of playing with AI Studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your new stuff.
So my new stuff. Yep. Where is it? It is
so funny when everything new. I had to, re-log into StreamYard, which I haven't had to do forever.
Yeah. Where is
what are you talking about? Well, if you don't use StreamYard, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole. Where is it? I thought I just had it open. I'm searching. StreamYard Studio. Nope. That might be it. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so remove. I can't find it. That's weird.
Oh,
well, anyway. Yeah. I'll try and find.
While you're trying to find it, I'm going to share what I was going to share because give you a minute. All right. So what is this? We'll do this. All right. So see that rescue dog. So those are my two dogs, and how it made that. And then I was told to retreat. And
that's funny.
Phil Cal, fine. Just drop me away. You took over everything.
Yeah, I meant to just put it in there. Sorry.
I see how you are.
Back up.
Yeah, I did. Just the whole thing about the dogs. And then this is exactly how Penelope looks at George all the time. Side eye. And then, morale divisions. Because what I didn't show you, which I don't think I can pop over there, but then, just did the K9 division. And then what's amazing is, so here's veteran owned, poorly supervised,
that's funny,
and then it was playing with stuff which I didn't really care for. I thought it was like too old school, but it depends on what you're looking for. And so I kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And then it came up with this. I'm like, what about something outside if I'm outside of the military? And it added in a card with a spade on it. And I didn't understand what that meant. And the spade had to do with different things that had to do with the military, which I'm learning. Even when I do stuff, I learn stuff. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go to. So they came up with this one: old enough to know better, trained enough not to give a shit for a shirt.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to do it first.
Yeah.
Because I cussed.
Yeah. Well, and that's the one thing you run into. I was talking to somebody the other day who said, "Hey, we'd love to have you speak at our event, but if you're coming, you can't cuss and you can't do anything." And I'm like, God, do I cuss that often? I know one part I go, oh shit, but I don't realize it. And I was like, okay, I'll just have to double check my language.
Do you cuss?
I don't usually. I do when I'm talking about the lower eyelid.
I took over. Sorry.
There you go.
I was not finished. So here's see the little guy right here? You'll see.
Yeah.
And so this is just some of the older shirts I had. And then just, here's the dogs. So I had to put a helmet on George with the night goggle glasses, and she's a nurse. Just because this is the only staff who don't complain. But see the little guy right here? That's what that's what Lovable came up with. That's not what I came up with.
Interesting.
And because that's the look I was looking for, but I'll let
so now where are you going to have the shirts made? Because that's one thing is I had one made on Amazon, but I want to go ahead and get ones that say face decoder, all that.
Printful. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's on demand, so where
Mhm.
like someone can order one. So I went through and found the shirts that I like. I
Right.
went through like if you look at the shirt you have there, look at the tag. That
Yeah.
one they probably printed on, so you can print your own tag on there now.
Oh,
Where
nice.
before you couldn't. And I know the brand that I like, and so
Mhm.
I just have all the shirts set up to be printed on that shirt only.
That's what I'll have to try. It's interesting. Total side note, I wear all my black V-necks just because of the size that Americans are getting. I had to start ordering larges instead of extra larges because you get an extra large and they're just way, way too big.
Yeah, but
So
you
I
don't
just
go
started.
through fresh tees. You don't
I
go
go,
through.
yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting. I keep buying different shirts in different sizes because whenever you order them, you never know. But
Yeah, but
I'll
hold
have to
on.
do.
But the one I'm talking about is
Mhm.
cut more. So if you're an extra large, you get an extra
Yeah,
large. If you get a double extra
good.
large, you're double extra large. It's not made for double extra large. So there's so many different shirts that are like huge at the bottom. And this
Yes, I hate that. Yeah.
right. Well, and that was I went through a lot to find out the shirts to figure out on Printful, and then I'm going to figure out on the other ones because it's not super cheap. Like you can do
Yeah.
them if you don't make a lot of them, you can sell them for $22.
That's just, I want ones for myself. Like I was realized the other day, this is kind of going back. That's why I was
Find a
laughing
screen
earlier.
printer in town, dude.
Well, that's what I may do. I mean, I would got my
No,
last one
that's
off
exactly
Amazon.
what I would do. I would order
Yeah.
the shirts that you want them printed on that you like,
Right.
and just take them to a screen printer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be multiple of them in town because they do them for like sporting, sport teams.
Well, it's funny ones are just going to do me like 4
jerseys.
shirts and that's it. But that's what I was saying earlier when you were talking about other people's logos. So I went Saturday to the soccer games. I went down to right by, it's now called Dallas Stadium, right? Because they covered up everything. You can't say Cowboys. It was kind of funny. I don't know. Have you seen the Levi's ads and the Heinz ads?
Mm-mm.
So basically, like, let me grab something here. So this one's obviously an off-brand one. But what they did is they went in and like Heinz here, FIFA made them, they duct taped over all the logos.
Oh, really? Unless
And they
paid
did
for
the
it.
same thing. Yeah. And so
Yeah.
like Levi's has a stadium, so they did the same thing. Which is they covered it all up so you can't see who it is. So like there's all these brands have done reverse marketing on FIFA because FIFA is like, if you're not paying us, we won't put your brand out. Well, they're blacking out, they're whiting out whatever logos. And all these companies have turned their logos into their logo covered up with paper. Kind of like as an FU and a way to get social media attention away from them all. Like I'll have to see if I can find one.
Yeah, but
here in a
that's
minute.
how that is. That's how all football, if you don't pay for, if you're on TV and someone's wearing
Yep.
a logo, if it's blurred, there's a reason it's blurred.
Yep. Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find. I want to see if Heinz still has theirs that way or if they fixed it. Oh, it's not up there now. So on Twitter, it's got it covered up basically as like the FIFA thing. But now if you look on their Instagram, they didn't cover it up. But anyway, all these places were doing that. But it was interesting to see because here you are, thousands upon thousands of people. The amount of people wearing Messi jerseys for Argentina was insane. And I do remember a long time ago.
Messi. I was like, you're saying Messi.
Yeah. No, Messi, the Argentinian football player. Yeah.
You know who
Sorry,
was
soccer.
who was it? I don't know, Argentina game. The what's her name from the insurance company out of Orange County? That's always travels everywhere to see her.
Stella. Yeah, Stella was. Yeah, she was out here the other week, and I sent her something like, "Hey, why didn't you let me know you're in town?" She never responded. So
because it's you.
Yeah,
we're not this because she doesn't really like us. We're not as important anymore.
Yeah, I put it on Instagram, but yeah, I didn't realize I still have my AirPods in.
That's okay. You're trying to do two things.
Let's go back to better mics. But yeah, so I was out there and just the amount of energy and what everybody's doing, but it's crazy just in jersey sales, all these people buying jerseys and wearing the name and then people celebrating and having fun. It was great. The 3 guys I went with, they had suite tickets that they bought way back, like when it first came out. And it wasn't supposed to be suite tickets. It was originally like tailgate tickets, but then they banned tailgating everywhere. So they got upgraded to suites, which was a sweet deal, no pun intended, for them. And then I went to the event called Texas Live, which is all the people who couldn't buy tickets but were fans were there. So just thousands and thousands of people.
I saw your stuff on your way there, your little post in the vehicle you're in and everything.
Yeah, that's my buddy's Sprinter van. Oh, man, that's the best way to go. But anyway, it was fun while we were out there. But what I had to work on before I could go out there was I played around in AI Studio in GoHighLevel. And so all I went in and said, hey, I'm going to re-record my keynote, put it back out for people so that they can see it. What will it look like? And so let me see if I can. I don't know which one it tied it to.
We're gonna see when you click it someday.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay, is it moving now?
No.
I don't know which one it went to then. Dang it. How about now?
Nope.
All right, I'm closing ones out. Now?
Nope.
Where the hell is it looking then? That's weird. Okay.
Oh, maybe you didn't give it the permission to do it.
Well, it said that in the Chrome tab. Hold on one more second. Let's see. One more second. That's the only places I have it. That's weird. Will it let me? No, it's not going to let me move. I'll have to find it. I'll find it in a minute then.
Oh, you can tell us. Oh, we're not here on Thursday. I'm going to say you can tell us on Thursday. And you got to keep
screen.
That's on this screen, not the other one. Give me a second. I got to shut.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm going to. Okay. So where's that one?
That way, if you hit the bigger screen again, I'm not.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to go back to the top. All right. Then we go right here. Then I'll know. All right. That's one I'm on. Okay. There we go. So now I can see it. So I basically said, hey, I'm going to record the keynote. So I recorded a welcome video in there.
Right.
It gave me all the buttons. This was all it was basically like vibe, like Lovable. So you just walk in, vibe code it, give it what you want. It created the 3 different offers.
And did the Stripe.
Yep. Well, no, that's where I was going to say it fails.
You're talking about inside.
Inside of the AI Studio. I said, okay, now go create the Stripe things. It's like, can't do it.
Yeah, Lovable, but you could go create them and then just grab the thing and come back and put it and have it go there. Yeah.
But it's just interesting because it looks very much like Lovable, but it can't quite do everything that Lovable can. However, it does all the SEO work for you right away. So as soon as you change anything, it's like, let me go update the SEO for this web page also.
Well, that's how Lovable is now. You at the end, you hit the button and it does everything. Yeah. It's totally different SEO than it was originally, which was no SEO.
Yeah. So it's out there, but I put this together in like an hour. If even that, and that was just refining more of the wording.
Well, what's nice about this is if you need something out, you got to fix your picture. Need something out quick.
Well, yeah.
No, it's your head's cut off.
It won't. I put it all the way in there, and I said 3 times try and fix it.
Did you put increase the header?
No, I may try that one.
Header.
But I like it had common questions instead of FAQs. Put it all in there again. Very simple and easy to do. However, you have to go do a lot of work outside of it because, like I said, it won't create any of the Stripe interaction. So I had to go create the products in GoHighLevel separately from that app. Right. And it said,
you just do Lovable.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because here's all the same things.
The web designers and through my pod. Because I told them what I want to create. They want to, because I showed them the company that your shirt you're wearing and a couple other ones. I said, I want my store to look exactly, have all these features. You click on a shirt, it shows all the different ones, all the colors, and have it this way. And I don't know if high level is good enough for that, but your site can do that.
Right.
And so that where they built the last one for me, and it was okay. It wasn't everything, but it was just to get stuff there for the firewalk and a few other things and have it access. And then since then, I've not promoted any of the stuff that was on there because I don't the podcast shirts were great.
Yeah.
But the ones I want, like the ones I was going to show you and do stuff, those are the ones I want to wear. Those are the ones I want. I have one that says, I don't care how you get help as long as you get help somewhere. Or another one is you would ask for, if under fire, you would ask for help. So why don't you ask for help? Kind of thing. I have a couple of those I created, which is exactly what I wanted. But the weird thing is ChatGPT before it created this one that had mushrooms on it and all the other stuff that, but now it won't create that same one again.
That's strange
because it's not legal. They've added additional stuff in there to not. So I just told it to, and it made one that had every other type of therapy around there, equine, everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just get help.
Speaking of that, that's one so this is one I get complimented on all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing about not being gone.
Yeah.
And that's like so Saturday, I spent the morning working with my guys who are helping me do my final push through to get my final increase. And they're like, yeah, no problem. And then we went through and we were talking about a bunch of stuff. And because one of the things is I have to get retested for my sleep apnea. And I was at pretty high originally. And then I got retested and I was only 7.5, which is mild. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went today to Kaiser because I said I want to get retested. And the lady's like, did you take a few days, at least 3 days, not use your machine? I'm like, no, I did it that night. I didn't use it that day. She's like, no, your body's already used to the way it was done. So you need to go back to your old way. You need at least 3 days off of the machine before you get tested. And do not sleep on your side.
Oh,
I
don't
sleep on my
side.
I sleep on
Okay.
my side all the time.
So do I. Yeah.
Because that's how I didn't snore as much was before I had the machine.
Yeah. I haven't done that. Well, losing weight, I don't snore as bad. But then when I had my tonsils taken out, I didn't have my tonsils taken out till I was mid 30s.
Yeah, I was sick.
But yeah, I deviated septum, all that fun stuff. So anyway,
but since you brought it up, everybody should go get Function Health or something like that does 818 different tests on your blood and then I think it was like $3.99, $4.99. It was pretty inexpensive.
There's all kinds of, like, I use the Whoop, right, to track all my workout stuff. Right. You can order blood work through them now. You can order it through Tony Robbins has one functional health thing, but that is 100% right. Like, people need to go out and get functional health.
Yeah, that's because you can get MRI that checks your whole body for $8.99. They give you $100 off if you did the first test, and then you can add on heart and other stuff so they can look at that. Or you could do the full body, 42 or 47 minute episodes, upper body and lower body gets everything and have no question. But I'm like, I don't need that. I need the upper body more than I know. I can go get my MRI on my hip or my knee where I have issues because I have issues. I want to know the other stuff they won't do. They won't do an MRI on my stomach. They won't do an MRI on my what?
Oh, I was just wondering why they won't do that.
Because you have to have an issue. They're not going to waste the money.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
They did one for my neck when I had an issue. No problem. They'll do my neck, but they won't do your head, your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a what's that test? It's not you don't need it. It's forget what it's called when you're looking for stuff that you don't know is there. They won't order the test. So,
yeah. Well, now you're going to drive me nuts on what it's called. Anyway, I'll think about it later.
Yeah. Right. When you're showering or in the cold plunge.
Every third day when I shower.
No, but back to when you were talking about the cold plunge and you were saying how yours is supposed to get away from this. Yeah, I knew that the first few days because I had it against the wall and it just kept going and going and going. I'm like, hey, let me get some air around this thing. And I have a fan that I have blowing on in the room at night to get it cooler. But you don't get cooler. We get cooler.
Yeah, so, we don't. That's our whole problem. Like I refilled it. So once a week I have to empty it out, put in and then about every 3 weeks, replace the filter and all that in it. And when I refilled it, it was like 81 and it was like 74 yesterday. So I didn't even do it yesterday because I'm like, okay. And then finally got down to like 65 today. And I'm like,
I would so it's in that time where if you can't get it low, I would just clean it, soap and water like you're supposed to.
Yep.
Do the hoses and then just put it aside till, or bring it inside.
See, that's one of the things. I've got an old, it's not a full-size motorcycle. The ex bought me a little, I call it fat guy on a little bike motorcycle. A friend of mine had one. She thought it'd be fun to get me one too. And we just never rode it. I actually reached out to a guy today. I'm like, hey man, where can I go sell this to? Because I don't use it. And it's sat for 5 years. Like, it hasn't even been run since I've been living here. So that's 5 to 6 years. I'm just going to sell it back for whatever I can get for it. And then I would have a space inside to put the cold plunge inside.
But you're talking garage.
Yeah.
But that's the same as outside, dude.
No, not nearly as bad here because there's no direct sun in the garage, right? There's direct sun in the afternoons here and some other things, but yeah, back to AI stuff. I do like AI Studio. I think it's going
to get really good because everything they do get really good.
Right. And so right now I would still lean towards Lovable, but it was something I played with. It was intuitive, very easy to adjust, fix, go there. So I used Perry's chat. Said, okay, here's what it wrote. Me better, write me what the copy should be. Did that. So I'll be doing that for a few more landing pages, webinar that's getting ready to come up, some live events. But I'm torn. Like we talked about, if you're going to charge, if you want to save yourself time, Lovable will create the Stripe interfaces for you versus it doesn't do that in this one. So I'm hoping they fix that soon, or I'll go back to using Lovable because it's all the same steps.
Right. The question will be, so there was a thing last week about Replit and WordPress through the Replit and through the place that we're in.
Ignite.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it because of something else. And I was like, that I'd like to see that, because one of my biggest things is my site is so large at Ed Parcaut or edparcaut.com. It is horrible on mobile. It needs to be redone. I don't want to do it WordPress. I'd rather, I've done sites for other people going, I got to do mine.
Yeah.
But it's so much easier for me to do other people than mine. So, but I am focused so much on veterans. Even today at the doctor's, when I was in there about the sleep test, and the lady's like, no, you need 3 days, and they're closed on Friday. She's like, come back next week because you don't want to do this. Her husband needs help with getting his benefits. It's just the connections I have and what I've done just makes it so much easier for me to help vets with everything I'm doing. So
I got you. Well, that reminds me, I still need to introduce you and Michael Wish whenever I think about it. I'll intro y'all when we're done on here. I don't know why that popped in my mind, but that's the interesting thing is it's really hard for non-military people to understand unless you have a family member that's in there. But like one of the girls that's speaking at Inman Connect next month when I'm speaking in San Diego, she was in special forces, right? So she does a lot of posts, SOF and stuff like that. But it is cool to see everybody pulled together, in so many different ways. And like, it's once you're in, you're in. We went to a wedding not too long ago, and all the military guys stick together. And the funny thing is, yeah, you guys all razz each other about if you're in different branches, but everybody still pulls together as vets.
Yeah, but you better not.
Huh?
I said, but if you're not in a branch, you better not razz us.
Exactly.
We'll all come together and.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just a cool thing to see. Like, my dad was Air Force. My brother he started out Air Force and moved over to Army. He had to get special permission for all that kind of stuff. But, it is sad, not to get on a big soapbox, but just sad the way vets are treated after everything they've gone through. So,
yeah. And especially they're trying to take our benefits again, and they give shit to so many people for free. And they're trying to. So right now there's no Congress needs to get involved with the VA budget and how they use the money or for our benefits and everything else. Well, they want to put it, they want to do this bill to put it to where Congress each year can adjust where that money goes. And
yeah.
And it's like, why are you screwing with us vets?
Right.
You're just going to piss us off. And there's only 18 million of us.
Yeah, that's all. All right. So we're not going to be here on Thursday. What are you going to work on with everything?
Thursday, I'm going to work on my 4th of July doing nothing. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm gone next week because that's my wife's taking me to La Jolla. So,
nice.
For my birthday. Yeah.
Very cool. Celebrate the
Might
day
as well.
of aging.
Probably be my last one I see. Huh?
So celebrate the day of aging.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So some lady says when people ask you your age, add 20 years so they think you look really good.
That's funny. People want to tell them I'm 51. They're like, I wouldn't have guessed that. I said, that's because I'm immature. That's my response. Yeah, I'm going to finish. So the first book is over with Jim Morris. We've had him on here before. He's helping edit it. He sent it back to me. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight and the rest of the week. And then the goal. So I've come up with a kind of a bridge goal. And that is, once the first one's written, it's going to be an ebook. I don't care for it to be a big book, right? I'm going to just go in and change it. Huh?
Why not just put because it's easy to put it live as an ebook, but you could still turn it into a regular book.
Right. What I'm saying is because I have that other big book that I started with, and that will be my main one.
I understand that.
Was one to get out quickly, but what I'm going to do is in between those two is I'm going to go back into this first one, change it all to business and sales as kind of like a bridge one while I'm working on the main one.
So can I ask a question? How many pages is the ebook?
Right now it is, let me go find it.
And then what is it set up by? Like a 6x9 book? Is it set up by how's it?
Sure. Yeah. You'd have to ask me questions I wouldn't know. Hold on. Let me see. I want to see it was set up by 6 by something, but I don't remember what Jim said.
6x9.
Probably.
There's no 6 by something. It's either 6x9 or 8 by 8 and something by 5.
Just me how many pages or how many words? Would you ask me?
Pages.
Hold on.
Or how many words? How many
100
words?
pages.
How many words?
I don't know, because then I'm in Google.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is I interviewed a vet who said he had 5 books out, and they barely, each one had 37 to 50 pages. And I was like, okay, those aren't books. Those are pamphlets. Those are like
this
handouts.
is 5 by 8 novella, and it's at 100 pages right now.
Well, that's good. So I don't know why you don't turn that at the same time as the ebook, because you got to create the cover,
Right.
turn it into a paperback.
Oh no, we're going to. I'm just saying this one's not the one I'm going to focus like deep into, go in, perfect it all. This one is just get the first one out, and I'm going to take the dating side out of it and put business side into it, because I'll already have the book in the shell. The pictures don't have to change, so I'll make this one a kind of a one in between, and then work on the big one that I want to finish.
Right, but it should be on Amazon. It should be on those other places where people can buy. And then you should also do as I'm telling you that I haven't done on my first book, you do an Audible version, right, and then upload it through Spotify plus,
right?
Because you have the setup to do it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's one because even I do, and it's like one of those things that I didn't do it. Well, it's different 5 years ago or 4 years ago or 3 years ago versus now.
Well, it's interesting. I talked to a company today that they need to do a bunch of training for a big business company that's out there, and they are going to have to move to virtual training. So from like now till October, they need trainers to help knock out a bunch of content. And I told somebody, now they finally upgraded the internet where I'm living. I already have all the gear, right? Good camera, good mic, all that kind of stuff. So why not? Like what you were saying, just record an ebook. I mean, Audible book.
Yeah, you should. And then I would just do it a podcast style. What I mean by that is the same way that who's that dude that
Notebook LM?
No. I'm talking about the guy who his first book he put out, David Goggins. So he when he did his book, he didn't do it like read the book kind of thing. He did it like a podcast style. They described the chapters and what was going on.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do with my first book. Is I'm going to do an update it to today, right? And say, okay, in this book originally, I said in this date we're not going to have a bubble, and we still haven't. Right. I was correct. However, I did say rates wouldn't get up to a certain thing, and I was totally wrong. So stuff like that, adding stuff like that.
And Gary Vee does that in his books too, because they'll read it like, oh gosh, since this changed, and then he invites people from the stories in his book, and it makes it more relatable. Well, you and I talked about, like when we first met Steve, the fact that he recorded blue fishing in his voice is one of the reasons I enjoyed the book, versus if it would have been someone like Voss over here. Chris Voss had an eloquent speaker read it, and then you listen to him, and it's kind of like, I'd almost rather hear it from the author whenever it's there.
Yeah, I do, even if they're Gilbert Godfrey voice. I'm just saying that
What's the guy from what was it, Police Academy? What was Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you.
Didn't just date us on that one.
That's why I said Gilbert Godfrey. That's people who ever that voice was horrible.
Oh yeah.
It was just ear piercing.
Well, and the funny thing, the two of them don't talk like that in real life. That's the funniest thing, because when you meet back in the day when Bobcat Goldthwait was popular, I can't remember who he's dating. People are like, how in the world? And then you find out he talks like a normal person sometimes. But what made me think of Police Academy, I don't know if you saw the memes this weekend, but it was what if RoboCop was in Police Academy? If I run back across it, I'll send it to you.
The only thing I saw this weekend was the wrestling one with Trump and Newsom.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you find that one. It's funny.
I got it.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to find it funny. Right?
True. Yeah. All right,
we're done. You want to take us out?
Yeah. So we won't be here for a week, everybody. So we're taking.
I won't be here. Will you be here next week?
I was gonna say I think we're taking off for a week, right? Like just.
Well, with this, that'd be a week and a half. Is this Thursday?
Will be around on the 7th, which is Tuesday.
Yeah, I won't be. That's what I'm saying. I won't be here that week.
I know. I'm looking. Yeah, I'll probably be around on Tuesday, the 7th.
Okay, well,
we'll see.
Maybe you can get a hold of Joseph.
Yes, I'll find somebody.
Somebody and do it like fill in for Ed.
Yes.
And then you guys are gonna go. You know what? We'll get rid of Ed.
I can just I can find the old Angry Man puppet like from.
Yeah, it's like my rep from one of my mortgage the wholesale lenders. He's like, dude, you're on a roll today. I'm like, yeah, well, shut the fuck up. It's like I drive my grandson around today. It's like, I yell at cars. Yes, that's how I do. Just relax over there.
Somebody's got to hear it.
That's right.
All right, I'll take us out. Everybody, thank you for joining Ed Parcaut and myself here on ACES 53. We're usually here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central, 10 a.m. Pacific, where we talk about what we cover this week in AI. And sometimes we have on a guest, aka a joker, somebody with special skill or talent that we want to learn from, and hopefully y'all do too. best way to support us is like this or share it with a friend. And other than that, Ed, thank you for being here. And everybody else, thank you for being here. See y'all soon.
Thank you, Brian.